Hi, my name is Albany Riggins and I'm a relationship coach. And in the next 15 to 20 minutes, I am going to share with you steps on how to create a more fulfilling relationship in your life. Now, before you click the link and pass over this video, I just want to let you know who I created this video for. I created it for people who are struggling with not feeling heard, seen, supported, cherished, or understood by your partner. Now, that may be you. You may not feel these things. You may not feel like your partner fully sees you, hears you, supports you, and all of the such. But this is who this video is created. So if you find yourself somewhere in the mix of that, if you have any resolutions or reservations about those things, then stay tuned to this video because you may be a person who needs to be supported with identifying the love that you truly desire so that you can create a more fulfilling relationship in your life. And those of you who are just sick and tired of things being the way they have been in regards to your love relationship, tell me about it. That is a challenging thing. But in this video, we'll go over how to create a fulfilling relationship with your partner. And I am going to provide you with 5 key features to transforming your relationship so that you can move forward with confidence, knowing that your partner absolutely adores you while feeling fulfilled in your relationship. That's why I want you to stay tuned. Now, I am going to go ahead and move forward in the video. So I hope you're still with me. If you are still with me, thank you. Thank you for joining me. But I have a question for you. Do you feel like you want a more fulfilling relationship? Do you want a more fulfilling relationship? In this video, if you stay with me, you will gain insight to how taking the right action, and making a shift in your behavior that will create a more positive change that you would like to see in your relationship while you're actually working on yourself. Because the things that you do in your relationship is going to benefit you as well. It's going to help you. But you will also feel more relief. That's how it's helping you. And inspired to take action immediately after this video. So if you stay in there, you're going to immediately be able to have the tools to take action, and you're going to easily be able to take action and see the results, okay? So you will learn 5 key features to incorporate to your relationship that will expedite your journey to fulfillment. You will leave with the knowledge and understanding of what you can do that leads to transformation with yourself and how these practical steps will better support your relationship, therefore creating fulfillment. And that's what we all want. We want fulfillment. Let me share with you exactly how you can do this today. Today, not tomorrow, but today. There are 5 key features. Here are the 5, okay? Values, commitments, communication, rituals, and connections, and then also be of service, acts of kindness. Now, why do I say that there's these 5 key features? Because these 5 things are essential to your relationship. It's everything. Some of these things are the pure foundations of a relationship. They are some. They're not all, but they are some, and they are much needed. So this is for you women that desire to have a fulfilling relationship with your partner, and you want to feel heard, seen, supported, cherished, and understood by your partner. You need these 5 elements. You no longer want to feel as if you are being overlooked by your partner. You need these 5 features so that if this is you, just in case, just stay with me until the end of this video. I will be sharing with you some valuable information that you will be supported by further. So let's talk about these 5 key features. Values. I'm going to start with values simply because you must understand what your values are before you even connect, communicate, commit to anything. Your values need to be front and center. Now, and I'm going to say it just like this, a cool way for you to feel like you're not feeling heard, not being seen, not being cherished or understood or supported by your partner is not aligning yourself with your own values. That's the quickest and the easiest way for you to feel like you are betraying yourself if you're not aligning yourself in your relationship to your values. So, what are your values? Your values are essential for the lifeline of your relationship for you to even exist in that relationship. Why do I say that? It's because your values are an extension of who you are. That's how you see things, that's how you think, that's how you behave. So if you don't even align yourself in your relationship to those things, how could you fully be present and play fully, fairly, and be committed to that relationship if your values are not at the forefront of that relationship? Now, I'm going to tell you this. Some people, they align themselves in relationships. You marry young or you get connected with people and you create this relationship and you fast track yourself into into an inclusive relationship. And now you're going through the motions. And then next thing you know, you're married, and then 6 months later to a year, you find yourself going in this crazy cycle. And the crazy cycle is simple this, that you're doing the same thing, the same behaviors in repeat, and they're not happy behaviors. They're not making you happy. They're not behaviors that fulfill you. That you and your partner just doing this on automatic. It's like on automatic. Like you push the button and it just does. It just happens. And this is what's happening every day in your life. And you're doing these things and you're saying like, man, I don't feel good about this relationship. Things that my husband do or things that my partner's doing, not quite fulfilling. And you know what? I don't even like it. I don't even like the things that he's doing. And the reason why you're getting to this place is because you never did the basics. You never did the basic thing of making sure that you and your partner are on the same page with your values. Okay? Your values have to be at the forefront. So, what are your values? That's the question you must ask yourself. What do you value in your relationship? What do you value as a person being in a relationship? What do you value as being a part of this corporate world? Like, what do you want to commit to every day? What do you want to commit yourself to aligning with? Bad behavior? Or good behavior? Time or recklessness? I'm just throwing out things because they're words, but those words have meaning. They speak life and they speak death into situations. So you must know your value. And once you align yourself to your value, well, first of all, once you become familiar of the things that you value, like you value time, you value commitment, you value loyalty, you value honesty, you value fairness and equality. You value the essence of being free in your relationship, knowing that you extend your partner the time and the freedom to explore life on his own and return back to you whole and complete, that he may fill your cup and make you feel like he's present because he is aligning to his own values. He's doing the things that he so much desire in life, and that makes him want to be more connected to you because you give him that space. So when you know your values and you exercise them in your life as you live that out, it would help build a more fulfilling relationship with your partner because you're not out of alignment with one another. You understand your needs and you understand his, and you align them up and you make sure that they work according to the things that you both value. And I hope that where you are today, if you are in a love relationship, that you already made sure that your partner and your values are somewhat complementary of one another, that it results to you both being able to work together. So that's one key factor. one key feature of creating a relationship that's more fulfilling is making sure that you clearly understand your values, you know your values, and you are living by them, and you're exercising them in your relationship. Number two, commitments. Yes, commitments. I said commitments. What are you committed to? What did you and your partner first say in the beginning of your relationship that you were committed to, or what you wanted to commit to moving forward in the relationship? Sometimes we go on and we forget what we started from the past. We move forward in our relationships and we find out that, hey, you know what? I committed to being faithful and honorable to my relationship, but now my actions and my activities are not saying such. So your actions speak louder than your words. So you may have said it in the past that you were going to commit to loyalty, commitment, and all these such things, and your actions are not showing up as such. And that's creating so much default in this relationship. It's creating so much mishap and so much, like drawback from your partner because they're not attracted to an uncommitted person. Your partner will never be attracted to a negative light that you're shining upon them in the relationship. So your commitments really do matter. Your commitments are of essence. So, how do your commitments help you to be able to fulfill the relationship? It's your word. It's that they know that when you say, I love you and I will fully support you, that you're going to do that and you're going to play full out and you're going to do exactly what you say. And they will never have to doubt what it is that you're saying. So the key thing is that whatever you're saying that you're committed to, do that and more. But if you are not able or ready to commit to that thing, then don't even mention it. Don't say things that you're not ready to commit to. Don't make commitments that you're not prepared to do the work in committing to. Because in relationship, these commitments that we do, like I'm going to honor, I'm going to care in sickness and health, to death do us part, in marriage, and all of these other things that we commit to in our relationships. Like I'm going to commit to coming home at a decent time every day and making sure that I support you with dinner. Then that's the expectation. When you commit to doing something, you set an expectation for your partner to expect that you're going to play that out. You're going to participate 100%. And when you go in through life and on your journey, as you go through relationships and you begin to default on these commitments, it makes your partner feel like you are not there. You are not supporting them. They don't feel like you heard them, and they feel like you don't see the challenges that they're faced with when you don't play your part. So help me to help you create this fulfilling relationship by maintaining your commitments. And also, if you're not committed, then become committed. If you desire to be in a healthy, loving, supportive relationship, seek to be more committed in your relationship, and you will see it transform super fast, like lightning fast. I mean, I can tell you a story of a time when I was married to my husband and I was like halfway out the door. And I said to myself, there's two things that I want. I want peace and I want peace and I want happiness. I want a peace of mind and I wanted happiness in my life. I wanted joy. And the one thing that I kept doing was focusing in on the things that he wasn't committed to doing. And I found myself being worrisome and bothersome with him, and also being distracted by his actions, that I couldn't see the things that I wasn't giving to myself. Back to my values, right? I was not aligning myself to my values. I felt like I was betraying myself. So what I decided to do is I decided to go back and align my values, the things that I wanted for myself. Even though I had already been in this marriage for so long, I realized that I was the only solution for my change. To be able to see the results that I wanted in my life, I had to become the solution. I wanted peace and I wanted joy. So I had to align my values and then I had to commit to something. So what I did was I committed to myself. I went back to the things that I said I wanted to do for myself, what I wanted to experience in my life, and how I wanted to feel every day. And I committed to being the best wife I could in spite of my troublesome marriage. And in spite of all of the things that I was experiencing, I found myself being happy and joyful and at peace. And in return, what I received is that my partner decided that he wanted to line up and recommit to the things that he never committed to. So that made a quick transformation only by a simple thought. The thought was for me to commit to myself and my values, to align myself back to that. And that's what commitment looks like. And that's how you get those quick wins in your relationship. So that was just a quick story for you to understand that transformation can happen very fast or it can happen very slow depending on your reaction. No, proactive. Be proactive. Don't react, because sometimes our reactions are very off, and they can kind of create problems. But being proactive is that you're preparing yourself for the things that you see coming, okay? So going back to this, you can be proactive in creating that transformation to a fulfilling relationship by aligning your values, recommitting to the commitments that you made in the past, or just becoming that committed partner that you said that you wanted to be when you made the commitment to be in an exclusive relationship, okay? The next thing is your communication. What does communication look like? Is communication conflicting? Is communications not needed? Is communication healthy? Is communication, is it loving? Is it supporting in the way we communicate one to another? It's all of those things. Because there is a time when we need to give that soft criticism with loving kindness to our partner and to ourselves. Don't forget about you. And there are some times when you need to communicate your conflicts. Like, I don't like to argue. I like to avoid conflicts sometimes, a lot of times. Not some, but a lot of times. But what I find myself doing is that I will take a step back and I avoid situations that may cause conflicts. And that's not healthy. Sometimes you do have to stand up and just be ready and prepared to have that conversation that may be conflicting. It may cause an argument or disagreement, or it may cause for you and your partner to have this place where you have to take a time out, okay? Because it can get heated. And even in the heated moment, sometimes you make it a strong, responsible, accountable decision for yourself to say, I understand that this is a conversation that is so heated and it's really throwing us both off balance. And we're really becoming conflicted with one another. And we're really saying some things that are hurtful. So before we take this any further, I would ask for a timeout. Can we table the conversation and can we pick it up at a better time when we both are calm and we have our thoughts together? And we're ready to say the right things that will add value to what the problem is that we have. So remember, that within itself is taking accountability for your communication, but communication is valued and it's an asset to your relationship. It's an asset to feeling fulfilled. First of all, being a proactive listener. Also, being a listener that is a responsive listener. Communication is not just you talking. Communication is your response as well. Is that you're communicating exactly and reaffirming and affirming your partners what they are communicating. What your partner is communicating to you, you are reaffirming them. You are affirming their conversation. You're validating. You're doing a whole bunch of things. So don't you know that if you are having a conversation with your partner and you're listening and you're responding, and your partner is telling you a story about how, I come home from work every single day. And every day that I come home from work, I feel like I'm overwhelmed with wife duties. Okay? Wife duties. And my duties are to cook, to clean, to see about the kids, and then I still got to nurture you. And guess what? I feel like I'm overwhelmed and I feel like I don't have the support of you. And you're listening. Your partner's listening. He's tuning in. And what he decides to say, okay, sweetie, From what I understand that you're saying is that you have a lot of responsibilities and it's taking a lot of energy out of you, and that it would be nice if I could pick up the speed and actually support you in some of these and take responsibility for my actions by I'm agreeing to do this. I'm agreeing to make sure that on 2 nights of a week, out of the week, I'm going to come home and I'm going to cook the dinner. On the weekend, I'm going to commit to making sure that you don't have to do any housework, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that the laundry gets done and also that the kids, everything that they need, they have. Like schoolwork, make sure their schoolwork is ready and completed by Saturday night. Make sure that their clothes is ready for school the next on Monday morning. You don't have to worry about doing any of that Saturday. On Saturdays, I'm taking full responsibility of that. Now, how do you think communicating that to your partner will really make your partner feel? I think that it would amaze your partner. I think that your partner, she would really feel, you would really feel you, because I'm talking about what your husband or your partner would do for you. So let me get my verbiage right. I think that you would feel absolutely amazed. I think you would feel so supported. I think you would feel like he heard you, like, wow, I said all that in a nutshell. He just restated what I said, and he's like, I'm ready to do it. So, woo! Thumbs up for my baby, right? Thumbs up to my sweetheart. He got it. He's fully supporting me. So your communication is of value to you. So make sure that you're aligning your conversations and make sure that you're making time for communication with your partner. You need to communicate your problems, your concerns, the things that you want to address. You need to make sure that your timing is right. You also want to make sure that you're committing to giving your partner exactly what he needs in return when you're communicating with your partner. So it's not just about what you are saying, but it's also about what your partner is saying too, and how the two of you are able to relay conversations one to another, and how committed you are to listening to what each other needs are when you're communicating your problem. Now, if you can't find time to communicate, I'm going to tell you this. If you have a household full of kids, or maybe a couple of kids, two, maybe even one, and you find yourself a workaholic and you work so hard, you come home, then you have to tend to baby girl or baby boy, and you have to cook and clean, and you feel overwhelmed, and you say, I don't have time to talk. Yes, you do. Make time to talk at dinner time. Communication is essential. It's of the essence that you communicate with your partner, that you take out time to communicate issues. Don't just allow problems to sit on the table. Communicate. So do 5-minute couch time. Do dinner time while you sit and you prepare a meal. Sit at the table, put your plate out and your dishes on the table, set the table out nicely. And then while you're eating, and ask your partner, sweetie, can we talk about this? So make time to communicate the good and the bad. Find out what, the things that your partner likes, because as you grow and get older, you evolve and things change. So find out the good things about your partner that he likes, how you can better support him. Communicate those things. Find out how you can compliment him and how he can compliment you. Those communication, that's all communication. So the next thing is rituals and connections. Rituals are something else. How do you get up every morning? When you get up out of the bed and you're getting ready for work, do you just roll out of the bed and you see your partner in the bed, and then you just get up and you go in the bathroom, brush your teeth, wash your face, take a bath, whatever you do, grab your coffee or your water and head out the door? Or do you turn over and look at your partner every morning and say, hey, sweetie, I just want to say a few sweet, kind words to you to lift up your day and wish him off well? That's a ritual that you can create. That's a simple ritual that you can create every morning for you and your partner to say sweet something in each other's ear that will make you absolutely feel wonderful. And he will feel encouraged, empowered, inspired by you. And that's a ritual. Like starting your morning off and simply saying, hey, babe, let's do a morning prayer. Or, hey, let's say some affirmations together. Those are rituals. Those are how you build connections with your partner. Or maybe every week you say on Tuesdays, we have outdoor Tuesdays where we spend time outdoors connecting with one another, doing some outdoor activities. It may be like just taking a walk. It may be exercising outdoor. It may be just doing some doing a flower bed. It may be anything. What does that look like? So the reason why rituals are important is because it creates a consistent behavior, and it also allows you and your partner to connect so that you guys will truly build your relationship up. And it's also adding positivity because you have bad behaviors that you have been doing for a long time in your relationship. And some of those behaviors are not serving your relationship at all. So, what you need to do is just go back and reconsider all of the behaviors and the patterns that you have now. What is working, what is not working, what needs to change, and what you need to do away with. Because I'm pretty sure there are some behaviors that you are taking on and that you are saying, wow, I left the house and I didn't even say bye to my partner. So let's create some connections, like some rituals, some real deep thoughted rituals that will actually create transformation in your relationship very quickly and very easily. They don't call for a lot of work, okay? And the last but not least is be of service. Oh, acts of kindness. I mean, what is this? What if you get up because your partner goes to the restroom every time. First thing in the morning, he may go and sit on the toilet. And when he sits on the toilet, you have the seat down and you leave him a little cute note that says, "Hey, babe, I love you. And I want you to know that you are my world. I love you dearly. Have a blessed day." That's just a thoughtful note. Thoughtful note. How about your partner? He has an office space in the home, and his office look a hot mess. His desk is distraught. And you go in there and you dust his office, you straighten up his stuff on his office desk. How thoughtful is that? Now, this is some things that I struggle with too. It's not something that I just easily do. I'm just saying that we're not aware as we could be to making sure that we show up in our relationships that will make our partners see us and be more kinder to us in the way they respond to us. Because we alone don't supposed to wait on our partners to do all the work, nor should we all do the work ourselves either. We should work together with our partners to work side by side along with each other to create these differences that create transformation in the relationship and help lighten the load for each other. And it creates transformation. It allows your partner to see you, to understand you, to support you better, and for you to feel, the hurt, being heard, feeling cherished and understood. And he will accept you just as you are when you show the realness of who you are, how loving and kind you can be in your relationship. So the acts of service is just a kind act of thoughtfulness, being thoughtful to your partner. And when you are thoughtful to him, it can't help but to transform the way he see you. He'll see you in a different light. Trust me, it happened for me. Trust me that it's not something that you can do just once and just it's going to work. You got to keep continuously doing the work. So I thank you guys for joining me in this mini series, okay? This mini video series about relationships, because I do these videos all the time trying to enlighten women how to create better relationships in your lives. So in this video, were you not able to determine what 5 key features to transform your relationship? Now, in the past, it's been like a little bit over 25 minutes. I've been doing that such thing as giving you those 5 features to transfer your relationship. My goal of this video was to help you believe that you can finally make progress and move towards your goals very quickly to having a fulfilling relationship with your partner. Very quickly. But if you sign up for this video, if you came in and you watched the video to complete, you know that possibly you need support in your loving relationship, or you may want to find a resolution to your problem with feeling overlooked. Maybe even making a change in your love life. Maybe that's you. Well, if you're looking for a solution, I want you to make sure that you stay tuned to my channel. If you're looking for a solution for creating a more fulfilling relationship, then I'm grateful that you're here. I'm grateful that you tuned into my channel. I'm here to support people just like you to having a better quality relationship. I love to invite you to continue this experience with me, and I want you to click below this video. There's a link to my calendar for you to book a call with me, okay? Now, the reason why you want to book a call with me is because I'm going to give you more clarity. You're going to gain more clarity. You're going to have all of the necessary tools that you need to create a more fulfilling, loving relationship in your life. And you also are going to feel absolutely confident in your relationship because you have the tools that work. Now, go ahead and click the link below and schedule an appointment with me so that we can initially set up your session and see if you're a good fit to move further in our coaching experience with the VIP Relationship Coaching Series session. See you later.